Oh my God, there they go. Hey, you guys. I get ready to record. The birds start flying over my head. How you doing today? Okay, this is Miss Gail. I'm out here getting ready to up pot for the fall cucumbers. We're going to see what happens. Y'all know me. You know how I like to try things out. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining the Georgia Peachnut Garden. And for those who are my returning subscribers, I love you guys too. And thank you so much for your continued support. We're going to get to it. Let me do this. Y'all crooked. We're going to get to it because, you know, the sun goes down on you. Yeah. So let's get to it. Let's see what we're going to do. And let's see if we can grow some cucumbers, y'all. It is, beginning of November. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to talk y'all through it. Tell you what I did and how I did it. So I have a friend lady, a friend, beautiful lady who's a YouTuber, YouTube content creator, beautiful person. Saw my need because you know I had the flood. And I had brand new grow bags and they were still folded, but they weren't inside of a container and they floated away. So somebody got a gift and someone saw my need and mailed these to me. These are 10-gallon and they mailed me 5 30-gallons. So thank you, thank you, thank you, friend. You know who you are, Miss Pretty Lady. I am forever grateful to you for your kind heart. I mean, really, you're so wonderful. So I've got something to plant the cucumber that I started from seed. I started this around the same time, although I started actually after I started the squash, and I showed a video of my squash earlier that is doing wonderful. So I was asked by a YouTuber subscriber if it was too late to plant squash, because she was surprised that I was, planting squash. And I said, no, it depends on really what kind you're planting. But summer squash, when I planted it and I germinated by way of paper towel that was in September. And you can go on up to the end of September, late planting, July to the end of September in our growing zone 8A. So you can do that. So I have some soil from down in the lower garden because I'm trying to use that up. And I'm going to mix in this Miracle Grow potting soil. I know some of y'all got some words about Miracle Grow, but shh, be quiet. I'm using what I have. And I'm going to say something about Miracle Grow. And this is not a commercial for them. But I'm just going to tell the truth and shame the devil. I have been using Miracle Grow for a long time. And one thing I can say, it has never failed my plants. Never has failed my plants. So I'm going to say that much about it. So if I feel like I need to have something done in a hurry without fail, I'll turn to Miracle Grow. So I'm just breaking up some of the lumps and chunks and clumps because it's moist. And I should have gotten 2 bags because I have something else I need to do, but that's all right. And I'm going to go on ahead and before I put this in, because this is very moist, I am going to wet this soil in here because this in here is very dry. When I say dry, I mean it dry as a bone. And I'm going to take this and move it around. Make sure it all gets wet. So let me pull you back some more so you can see me and kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just stirring the bottom of it. And see, it's so dry, that barely did anything to it. So let me pour some more water in here. Give it a good start. And stir it up, because see, all this dryness at the bottom is going to cause a problem later on down the line. You thinking that you got everything watered, and it's all dry. Look, all over here on the side, dry. Dry, dry, dry. And if you get the bottom wet like it's supposed to be, it will help hold the moisture in at the top. So let's get this stirred up a little bit better. And this will be a great beginning. Let's see here. I was going to move you again, but I think you're going to be all right. So that water's gone. Use about half of this. I want this really wet. So now, by George, I think I got it. Yeah. See, I want this soupy. Soupy, soupy, soupy. I didn't really want to use grow bags like this up here because the deck is not treated. So I'm going to get a container and sit it in there so that when the water goes through the grow bag, it will go down into the container and kind of wick back up when it dries out. So I think I've got it, by George. I am still behind the 8-ball plant stuff, so y'all follow along with me, see how I'm doing. And if it's something I can do that you thought you couldn't do, well, I'm proving to you that you can do it too. Don't let time dictate and get you all frustrated when you say, oh, everybody else is doing this, that, and the other. Do things at your own leisure. And you know, things be happening that's beyond your control. And you have to tend to your business. We all have something to do outside of this. I think. I know I do. Okay, I'm through with that. So now I am going to, let me do this. Let me do this before I do that. And I should have done this before I poured that into there. But this is vermiculite. This is going to help to hold the moisture in. I'm just going to generously sprinkle it in here at the bottom. That'll help hold the moisture in. Now, I don't know if this cucumber is going to work because when I did the germinating, it had enough time to produce, and it does have flowers on it. So that's what made me say, oh, I need to hurry put it in a larger container. So I'm up-potting that. So let me see if I can get this open. This is perlite. When your soil is so dry like this soil is dry, yeah. So I'm just going to take my hand. Mix this all in. There you go. That looks good. We don't need a rock. There's nothing a rock can do for us. Okay, let's see here. I'm mixing it in. So before I add something else to it, I'm going to go on ahead and put some blood meal in at the bottom. This is your nitrogen. Okay. Give it some Dr. Earth vegetable and tomato. This is a 4-6-3, 4% nitrogen, 6% phosphorus. Phosphorus and 3% potassium. Gonna put that in like that. And we're going to give it some bone meal. And this bone meal is, I'm looking for the numbers on here, and I don't see it right quick, so we'll get back to it. I don't know why they don't put it on the front so you can see it immediately, but we'll get back to it. Anyway, bone meal. This is phosphorus right here. And if you're growing something like a bud or fruit, anything but all greenery, you need the phosphorus. You need all this, but you need definitely some phosphorus. Okay. Wear a mask. Okay. Got that going. Now, picking this up and gonna pour this in, making sure it's not pouring out. Okay. Put this over here. And see, this is why you have to break things up. And this is soil, so this is what soil do. So we're gonna break it up. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break down. Yeah. And get it all mixed in. And it's, as you can see, it doesn't have, to me, enough. Miracle-Gro never puts enough perlite in their soil to me. So I will add some more to here once I can get these lumps out of here. You don't need the lumps in there because they will prohibit your roots from going through. They can't go through that. See, you have to break it up. Just like that. When this stuff gets wet, it gets clunky. So I think I got it all. And make sure. Don't want to rush. Okay, let's put it over here. Spread those sides out. Still got some clumps in it. Get a good declunking going on. And by George, I think we got it. I always do everything in real time because y'all need to know how long it takes to do all this stuff. Plus, I don't know how to do all the other stuff. When I learn, I may start doing it just to help y'all out with the time. And we're going to put some perlite in here too. The vermiculite to help will hold the moisture in. And we're going to mix this in. You'll be glad you did. So when you water it, it will go through. But the vermiculite will help it from drying out, keep it from drying out so much. Bring that on up and over. Want everything to get some of this. On up and over. Equal opportunity here. Okay, now we're going to go back and put some Dr. Earth in here. We just planted one thing in here. Dr. Earth on top. Bone meal on top. Blood meal on top. Now we're going to mix that in just like you're making a cake or making some dough. Get it all in that good. So this plant is ready. And this is all organic. You don't have to use organic, but I do have organic, so that's what I'm using. You can use whatever you want to. I'm not going to ever tell nobody what not to use. It ain't none of my business. Everybody use what they want to use and what you can afford to use. Now, that's mixed in good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to water this in first. You don't have to. But I'm going to water it in. Next year, I will have some water running up to my upper deck. Trust that. Okay, I'm making sure I get the sides. I always pull away like that. Okay, so we're gonna let that go down while we get our plant. This is our plant we grew from seed. I think there's 2 of them in here. One is flowering. Well, this was flowering too. Uh-oh. I was gonna say maybe I cut one, but what y'all think? Okay, we're gonna push this around and push those walls out. And we are going to make a hole in the center. Just have one plant. Making sure it's deep enough. Okay. Now I'm going to take the pot and sit it and see if it's sitting right. If that's where I want it, I think I'm going to take it down just a little bit lower. Now remember, these grow bags, they do air prone. So they will air prone the roots as they circle and touch the outer part. So now I'm going to take my fingers and hold it in place. Like that. It's got good roots on the bottom. Turn it upside down, dropping it in. I may raise this up just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit higher. You can do that. Oh, it smells so good. Let's go right here. Gotta get it right. There you go. And we're gonna bring the soil in around it. I'm gonna be careful not to break anything. And it's sitting in here perfect, just like I want it. And there you go. We have just planted. And I'm going to put some cardboard up under here because I don't want the leaves to touch the soil. Remember we talked about that? And I'm going to put some more water on here. Just to water it in. And I see a little problem. See, I probably should have left it going deep because the roots are exposed. Uh-oh. We got to fix that. We can't have that. I need to take it a little bit lower. Y'all hold on. Hold on. Let Dr. Gail do something about that. Just going to hold it to the side. Take some more at the bottom. Be careful. Don't break nothing. And now, carefully, talking to myself, bring the soil back around it because the roots were exposed on top. Uh-oh. The root that I was talking about, I just popped it. Lord Jesus, I tell you the truth. Okay, we ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Gonna leave it just like it is. Okay, now. All righty. A lot going on with this plant right here, y'all. So we're done. I'm going to put some mulch around it and then clean the leaves off so they don't get dirty. I mean, they don't go bad. And that's it. We have just planted our first fall cucumber. And it is November. So we're going to watch this one and see how it goes. I know I'm going to have to keep something covered over it because my birds will come and they will try to eat the flowers. Ain't no trying in it. They will come and eat the flowers, okay? So, all right, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for visiting with me and helping me plant this cucumber right here. Yes. November, is this the 2nd? November the 2nd. We're planting cucumbers. Okay, you guys. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. And I will see you guys in the garden. Thank you, and bye-bye.